You know, Nancy, that's like...
This is an NBC News special report.
Good morning. We are coming on the air with breaking news at the Supreme Court. The court upholding restrictions put in place by the Biden administration on so-called ghost guns. Those are kits that are used to make homemade weapons that are difficult to trace and have been used to get around background checks. They're often found online. They're easy to assemble. Now, this is a rare decision from this conservative Supreme Court upholding a tighter gun control law. Gun manufacturers had argued that the former president's team overstepped its regulatory powers. But this morning, the court said it had not. NBC News senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett is with us on this. Laura, good morning. So maybe not such a surprise given that a couple years back, this court, just back in 2023, had kept this in place, had refused to block these restrictions while litigation continued. What's your big takeaway?
It's interesting. This is a split decision, but not by that much. In other words, it's not a 5-4 like we've seen on some high-profile gun cases. Instead, it's 7-2, with at least some of the conservatives joining the more liberal camp. And we should know it's a case about guns, but it's not a case about squarely the Second Amendment in the way that we typically think about it. It's really a case about the technical definition of a firearm, whether the ATF had the administration to regulate these kits. As you mentioned, they make they're untraceable, which means they can be on the black market, which is why the Biden administration had targeted them. It's also a kit that had been used by Luigi Mangione, the suspected killer for the United Healthcare CEO. So it's gotten a lot of high-profile attention recently. But again, it's really a technical case about whether it meets the definition of the firearm. And because it does, the Supreme Court saying today that the regulation can be upheld for now.
And so those restrictions put in place, they had been in place while this was being litigated. So in practice, does anything change?
On the ground, no. But obviously, gun rights owners had wanted to try to get this overturned in order to expand their rights. But at least, again, for now, it doesn't mean that down the line something could change. But at least for now, they will stay illegal.
Yeah, and broader implications if something like this is brought again.
Yeah, and they could be. But again, this is just about the ability to regulate them on the market as opposed to the broader right to a firearm, which was not at issue in this case.
Which could maybe be different with this conservative Supreme Court.
Exactly, and more cases down the line to come, obviously.
Laura Jarrett, thank you very much. And that concludes this NBC News special report. I'm Savannah Sellers. We'll return most of you to the Today Show now.